Tibia, not Derek Chakas and so Baba Council, no a youth organizer, MPP, Dom Kwabenya constituency. Could you? Morning.
Dachi, and I pay me also.
Bibia Boko, dear.
I am Yadum, Neme. And I pay Minchia, Minchia, who produces on your boy drawer. Now I am Boa Basso, Senior, Dana Donna, Moody, Edmasuma, my Ghana. Jana Pedia, Minchia, Neminchia, it's here for. And I pay my gibre, I'm on the no more shame if you didn't think I can say so. I have Facebook Live and I pay HHOBR.
My minister would take on this particular issues. Your mission schools for Ghana. These debates about too many times. What it be? Why do you say?
Dachi, Eddie can fence more than Ghana Mampini and the entire government machinery. That's the issue we are wrong. Quite delicate because we share Ghana constitution say a secular state. Now we share Muslims, Christians, non-Christians. And as a traditionalist, we have coexisted for quite a long time. Yatsana sia winchini mitima can be a day embaye. And saya metisa maybe people trying to whip up the religious card now. I am a session kakra because we share schools now. Yes, some of the mission schools now. They have their clear mandate, the entire day, establishing those schools. But once those schools have been acquired by government, and as a government system, there are certain laid down procedures follow. Now, the question is, Muslim a mission school. I don't think it's right to say because almost as Christian faith and as a Christian principle. Will be denying other people from practicing or manifesting their faith. I don't think that's the right way. We share actually what the issue now. The Supreme Court made it clear. So yes, you can make internal rules, but the internal rules must not be what inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution. Because local school the idea Juma Mamrano and yet Quran, Bible or any other document. It is the Constitution of Ghana, which says we are a secular state. So the fact that we are religious-based school, it doesn't give you the lances to prevent others from practicing or manifesting their religion. And that might made what clear. And the way I'm going for cancer, I think they have to say you pull breaks in Kakra because you are sure you can't do baby.
And she said, if you need to be religious or religion tolerance in our various schools, then Obia Sube Tunyaba, it's a Obia a Christian and a Obia a Muslim.
Yes.
Obviously, be a traditionalist.
Yes.
Maybe obviously a conforming idea. And she say, way the right to practice is one. And they say, you open the Pandora box. Obian so between mesumi e konfo mesum bosom nti mesuma baby amikitan bosom de be si bie yase do time na mo ko break obi e ko na so ya mesuma bo me do so na mesuma e kom
that we stress arguments ana
no
but we be moving into the realm of absurdity.
No, because the reason why people are not moving towards that direction is because there are certain level of restrictions.
Yes,
if we open the Pandora box and say allow people to manifest their religion, worship according to whatever they believe in, freedom per what is enshrined in the Constitution, then we are opening the Pandora box for everybody. Because let me ask you this question: say court no can say okay, let's allow people to worship.
Midinka introduced the 19th Constitution. It talks about freedom of what?
Association
and freedom of what?
Worship, yes.
What I said. That does not mean that the school must not make some internal rules to regulate actions in the school. That is not what you are
those
saying.
internal rules
Yes.
should not violate the provisions of the Constitution.
Well, because say Obiabe school or a Muslim. Now the person is not demanding for a mosque. That's not what they are demanding for. Or the Christians are not demanding for a church in the school. What they are saying is say at least we should be given the opportunity to go and pray. So Obi a traditionalist. Now okay, say them not what do you want to prevent such a person from praying? The person is not saying say mama kwane mi si shrine e wo school. And I said mama kwane mi si mosque. Or say allow me to have my prayers. Is that not the argument? You know, say you can say yes, your mom's opportunity. We are opening the Pandora box, and yes, we move into the realm of what absurdity and confusion, and that is what the Constitution speaks against. Say freedom of association when making internal rules. Those internal rules must not be inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution. That is why me David my advocate say you see GS do baby omodi abro kakra because as human beings are not angels on earth. Because once we just schools and so make their own internal rules, need to be subject to abuse. That is what my Melando has said. That is why I said GS must come out with what clear-cut guidelines. To ensure uniformity. Because all your individual schools now, it will be subject to abuse.
I'm going to ask a question. The Ghana Armed Forces is taken care of by the taxpayers' money.
Yes.
Ghana Armed Forces, they tell you, recruitment is here. The moment, the first time I will start training, they tell you, hey, how I be. Oba no wako friends medicals I say oh you are fit. Nil. Here you don't come and idle ourselves here. Do not forget here when you come here we entertain only two religion, Christian and Muslim. Whichever thing you believe in, force yourself into one, and you have to conform. Listen, you have to conform. Then taxpayers' money why are we not hard on the military and say the military no taxpayers' money the editorial a Buddhist trebi and canker trebi until we should allow people who come from those different faiths, you know, the ability to also pray.
Need further education on the kind is here because Ghana Armed Forces and I say military form guidelines be stated categorically. Say here and I say in the military they believe in only two religions.
Oh,
any guidelines be I will need the education on
this
that.
one is not even in fact on the training Nipa the school teacher the training baby training teacher now or baby training he told them that here we entertain only two.
Until I may say, me menses are we now work and I have not menses are audio and not a video now work and I have not come across any guidelines. I will military match say they believe only two religions or they entertain only two religions. That I have not seen it. But if that is the case, then it is wrong. What I say? Because they operate per the dictates of the 1992 Constitution. We are not saying say Obianko ngesi mosque, I don't ngesi church, I don't ngesi shrine. But at least what the person believes in, you cannot stop the person from manifesting the religion. That is constitutional. Me a Christian. So we a Muslim, I mean to oppose it because of me a Christians, you know, do manifest the religion. That would be unconstitutional. Nti me who any guidelines be war Ghana Armed Forces and I say military actually say they entertain only two religions. And I say I have not come across any video and audio be as just the same. So you may have to provide further and better particulars on that. Now you see that thing as we know, I think say you're stretching it too much. Now you're sure it will push us to a point later. you better regret it. We call Nigeria and other African area religious issues. The Omo could do baby and come here.
People ask the question, say, you are in school to learn. You are not in school to do religion. There are people who also argue, say, look, there are people who are Christian, attended the Muslim-based schools. They even learn. And now they can even recite the Quran.
Yes.
Those who had the opportunity of going, a Muslim that went to Christian school, are now become scholars.
Yes.
And they can even debate the radio, the Bible,
The
and
Bible and the
Quran.
Quran.
You are there to learn. And when you go to school, you don't go to exercise your freedom there. School is not a place for. If your freedom,
that's what I'm saying.
If your freedoms are supposed to be allowed in school, then who can you say that 6 class 8? Because that is. Should we allow people to say this is my right? This is my right. So allow me to
do school BMA. You see, your right is catered to a certain point. Me Kolaboni Senior High School. Na you meet for no. Maybe I think they been creative and you can approve me by them never chatting. Maybe now we are Muslims. Okay, in the dormitory. Bomb say do Sunday near Kwasharia. Almost on bomb pie, money and Kwashari. But any gathering. Oh, year 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, I started 4 years ago.
Okay.
Laboni Senior High School.
Okay.
As I said, the only best miss school in Accra. Yeah. Now I'm them vulnerable. What me Muslim for? Nobody prevented them from praying. But say do say yeah gathering. What is it's a Christian gathering or not? No. And so the meaning, I don't know why all of a sudden we have a problem. Actually, the case, you know. What was the basis of assembly of the court, you know? Actually, what say because of Nimpano, ni hairstyle, ninti, admit, and the person told you that is my faith, and you cannot deny or be admission on the basis of Nimpano faith. That's why they went to court, and the Supreme Court made it clear. So, won't mean your internal rules are inconsistent with the Constitution.
But you see,
when you get to the school, yes, there are internal rules that you must conform to.
That is the hypocrisy of that rule, that ruling. Do you know why?
Why?
The Supreme Court is sitting there and making this determination. Have they made same determination for their own school, Ghana Law School? Who says that you are about to the.
But that is not religion. You see, wait. Almost the person was denied admission on the basis of religion. Let's not confuse the issues.
It is
admission. If admission, and if that is what I believe in now, then it is against the Constitution.
Fantastic. And I mean, culture will say, me were Rasta men or Rasta copim say they were going to the law school, and the criteria. So the law school, you see what about you say?
Then those people sat on their right. They should have challenged that in the court.
You see, and I make a choice. Even where lawyers are trained, where lawyers are trained, yeah, can't say, "Oh, kita say I want to be my."
So has somebody been denied admission on the basis to say, "Ebia,
Obebanu yi openi adiena kasa."
So this means you are sitting on your right.
Obebanu yi. The issue say, "Obi ejina we." Odi e mfa say, "Obama Supreme Court mfa rule imra." Yes, o yenye omo obi anye. Obi so ono oba on me person or the shine be free fiaba.
No, that because we say stretch argument Zana, you move into the arena of confusion. Nobody has demanded for a church or a church or a mosque in the schools.
Rasta man Achimota case. The decision of that case are giving right to what is going on now, and it will escalate gradually. It will be a gradual escalation.
Then we shall amend the Constitution.
You and I know, say. They say in Ghana, who pay the best schools in Ghana, secondary school, schools. They are the mission schools. True of us.
True. That one. There's no doubt
schools,
about that.
the mission schools, had a certain foundation. When they are
When
teaching
you say
school now,
mission schools,
baby edri.
Which is in schools.
And
When
there's a
you say-
reason why until we are corner of person do back on. And this someone you know buy any years here be Jem Funtun fryer. And the bear say am audio bago bi.
When say mission schools, you know, before a government it take over, and a government assist them. When you say you apply
Yes.
for government assistance.
Yes.
When you say before apply,
So
there
it is
are
an
certain-
assistance, not a takeover.
I'm coming. What about when you said there are guidelines that as a mission school you must meet before as a government by accepted to be assisted. And those are the guidelines. Say, for government to be assisted, for you to be assisted by taxpayers' money, yes, you can maintain your religious status or your faith-based principles, but you cannot deny others from also manifesting their religion. Cap 30. Those rules are clearly stated before us and why there are more opportunity to be assisted. And so nobody is saying say the mission schools should leave their religious faith, and that's among religious Christian faith in engineering. You maintain it, but don't deny others for manifesting their religion. Now you are going against the very constitution. So if that's the argument you are making, then let's amend the constitution. Let's amend the constitution and say Christians from Kwa and Muslims from Kwa, and I say any religious aspect in film cry. If that's the argument we are making, but the constitution clearly states, say, you're a secular state. But when you get to the schools, there are rules that you must conform to. But those rules must not be inconsistent with the provision of the constitution.
Because making
local schools are your prep time. Your time I say classes, time I say with that. Everything is structured. Nobody is questioning those rules. What I say? No, there are no rules. I walk schools actually say, we don't allow Muslims from what praying, and other religious bodies from what manifesting their religion. You go school, minimum school quiet. No, sorry, and I won't sorry. Muslims for no and on those schools no. Man sorry, they're given the opportunity to pray. Is this too much? Yes, say. Yes, a Christian school. Sorry. Yes, sorry. Muslims for say. Say mocks more. But ye bomb pay at least mom stopping here from what? Communicating with our what? Maker. I don't think this is too much to ask for. And those who believe in other religion, no, say shrine mom, and I see other will be mom. That's not the argument. The argument is that so be born paya, and that's a Christian school. Don't stop other religious bodies, and that's those who believe in other what faith from us what manifesting their religion.
And I may be say.
In any case, in these schools, sir, Christians and Muslims have coexisted.
Do you know
for
that?
God knows.
Do you also know that there are choices in schools?
Yes.
We have Wesley Girls.
Yes.
We have T.I. Amas.
Yes.
And all those schools. They have the Muslim school, they have the Christian school. You have a choice to make.
Yes.
And so the reasons why you make a choice is that when you make a choice, you play by the rules of that choice that you make.
Which rules?
Which
rules do not forbid or prohibit religious what? Tolerance.
Wait.
That must be established.
Wait. So if you are playing by those rules, so when you made a choice, you conform.
Yes.
When you go to Rome, you do what Romans do.
Yes.
So you are there. Into Uko school, you say time we. School gathering, shower. It is a school gathering.
Yes.
So what you say?
Yes.
School gathering.
Yes.
And the school gathering now, you know. I don't think I say a official school gathering. I will say me kwa ko bompa ente me masa gathering.
Is that argument? Any argument in say school gathering na yenko. Official school gathering no. Those things nobody has questioned Sam Niamano. As someone you can that is not the argument you are making. school gathering school official nneɛma no nyinaa bibia yɛ den ɛwɔ hɔ bibia de n'akɔ mbɛpɛɛpɛ school gathering ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa bibia de n'akɔ mbɛpɛɛpɛ asɛm a wɔn ka ne sɛ wokɔ school a yɛ more prospectus no laboni minimum other schools laboni yɛ di rules and regulations ni ka ho I don't know say school a wɔkɔ yɛ more wey na rules and regulations ni nyinaa is stated nti before you bɛ sane forms and you know exactly what you are going to meet in those rules nowhere is this stated say we are Muslim aha yɛ more kwana mbɔ mpaye and I say we are Christian now aha yɛ more kwana yɛ de unkɔ asɔre and I won't mbɔ mpaye. Those are not part of the prospectus and that's a rules and so also when you go to Rome you do what the Romans do. Now the Romans have given their guidelines. Those rules are not stated there. So what rules are you subjecting me to now?
For you, let us allow everybody, no matter what the person believes.
Yeah, to manifest.
To be able to manifest his religion.
Yanka some gesi aso dan wo ho. Ana say yanka some gesi shrine wo ho. Ana yanka some gesi asori wo school ho. What they are saying is that they should be given the opportunity to manifest their religion. How many times ombo empire? And how many minutes? After 5 minutes. And in Padanya say OPF class akobo empire. E be break time. What I say, and I say be nimra okada na obo empire. I don't think say anybody should be stopped.
But I don't know. So also collaboni. When it is time for if it is time for ebi amoko dining time na amoko, is it not a school gathering? A school gathering. And Danny, you can decide. You can decide. What we decide say wunde aduane no. But no. That is your school. Be my school. In Laboni. When it is dining, whether you eat or you not eat, you are supposed to be in the dining hall. In this time, Laboni, I don't go. So, and I don't think so. That is your school. Me, my school. Whether you eat or you not eat, since it's a school gathering, you need to be there. But nobody is saying say school gathering. I want for school gathering. I'm mom. That's not the arguments you are making. Let me that's it. That's it. Nothing.
One of the boys, this was a street boy. Me he take a crab it's for watching. Or crossing me. Me was me show. Let me room and I bet hit him a car. Oh, this year, but
sorry.
American also damage na here. Oh, mama damage, but or no claim say me fa no call hospital. Na
motor guys in here na.
Ono ne mama e dunsini. And I'm saying on train na me for police. I say oni number plate. That na me say on train no motor 40. Me cry me gina na adebebo. Motor for na nkasa no their problem. But mamintia wetie fo nyina na mintia Ghana fo nyina na MPP fo so nyina na mechia Professor Michael Kwe, Honorable Sarah Adwasafo, Ambassador Michael Kwe, Enua Bashilo Ponsechi ene Domiko Abenya MPP fo nyina
na Chama Bonso e o mamente
Chama Bonso ya sure obetene
that's why ya slow motion
first weekend we na yenkwa just say ye no doso but obetene nka yenya ra first December e dey say ene pebi ba ntino me ba na metie minua yes Islamic some but that you see media ya na a baby minimum na ya adwen but fa baby so minimum ya adwen because your kase bi say uko Roma ye dey Roma for yeah because me say me call mission school me a Catholic by birth and I'm sanko Catholic school na school I me call St. Francis e drew on Ramadan time your mom a place a ombebo mompae any omodwane dining food adwane you reserve your mode no so you kind of number of students both male and female almost one room bia your mom ko bom mompae na sometimes in so no me can experience and menya sometimes you know some of the students also take advantage in Pempi na ya na a mission schools na ya no mun shedam pe de ekoso no But you see, let's take it this way, say that in Kremofo a school. Say Christo ni ko sa school na. Enya ade bi e be hye say tintinati abesen comox. But unso ntimi nka say omo comox no. Unso ko bo mpae o baby. School mo unya space ho so ko bo mpae. It's one of the things we should also take note. Wesley girls say Methodist school. And a Methodist so omo doctrines. Obu o ha be lenient to it. Obi so o ha onye kra obeka se de bi emra na nye de be adwuma. It no media sre na mesre say yatena se as enuanom for a very long time. E was say ye kan bomu sa na ye kire odo. Yes. But ebia ye chastise school head no. Ebi nso kra ni enim at the property and students ebia menji ni say just the first time ebia wa kasa mazia atra. Enuntia because school dey mean say ebu a wo yare bi na de obedi no omo de man na say ebe hawa o de school eyiba o de medical report ba onkwan yetimi e make special eyi for you because mean say any special students e kai ho ana omo na aduane ye di na nya no pepepe no mudi enti no media esre na mesre say yen bisa mu yie at the property ya this abai because almost chance enye ne yes na school no omaye Ramadan sa but Nkremofo kra no in a way no I know say ebu o a from anopa omo time obo de bompai so when to me for fulfill those things na opon a otimi kan boom no wakoye so I'm just hoping say enkoye say a do prayer timer the said students ne per se omo chere say ye koye prayers nti ye per se ya abandon school activities and our class ne ye koye se sa na ti a ene entwe yi ena me gidi so say edu Ramadan they give them the space to pray yes ebi na me de ye kan no nti no me no I feel say e was see ebise mu yi because ye ko kasa GS emrem no be set rules na that thing one show you kra na omo mugu nsen na so be ka say emo space no musu ngogu omo nsa
Nigeria American
no so easy but say ye de sa eya because school bia won mra say the American na American no say Nkremofo no ewo omo Islamic schools those schools no okwa enya ade a wo ko school no aka say me de me Kristo ni nti no de ombe bia amenye e wo say de bia be kan ebia omo komoxa yen for so se kobi but eno so ntre say o kono ko te a place of worship e wo school yes.
I heard people say obi to say Black Rasta okoti amas
yeah
he was not a Muslim but he was forced to go to mosque he took that advantage and learned Intiene he's versed in the Islamic knowledge
yeah
there is an interview I'm sure about a man also who Kumasi on so Tia Madasa on so a Christian and he was forced to go to mosque near there and for them from the beginning they thought that it was Adebia no but subsequently they realized that no Charlie said Adebia no grano yenjina go yenjina ho bia then automatically or say ene ono o trefa Quran no kra kan chen
Bible no
obia so oye proper Muslim so called but he make the argument and that argument is what I always make or say when you go to school it is for a 3 years or it's for a 4 years
4 years yeah
you are there to learn
yes.
You are not there to change your religious status
yeah
and so when you go to the school say
yeah
conform to what is there. When you complete the school, you can choose to change any religion you want to change. Nobody cares.
And American.
But so far as I want to make a choice and you say you want to go to, in any case, say we call me a Muslim and I'm a Christian. My computer didn't here to TMS. They say situation in here to me conform. How do I change your school?
And American, you see, but you see, in those cases, so no that ye costs are. Yent me want to say the sustaining Ghana ye peace coexistence near the I think say the cost no but you see parents ni being so a bit problematic. Yan kind of and yet some students in Kwan or Cremoni awako Wesley girls.
Yes.
You will be brave, I will be Yanti, you might be brave.
But Ukraine Sabekasa recently,
but
also completely the same school.
Yes, but as a parent, you know, ebe son say, me believe in you, into men force me banner man unko we are. And the enya de be ejuma because there can be an exception for one kwan. Because a rules, school na ya kono that you kosua mra o. Ye sanso kosua discipline. Nti na oba no o school mu ho a. Na se bibi to na who take the school authority on. It is a school authority in him say, me memrani, me rules ni. And a rules never hold that. And you want to have some rules. That is one thing you should understand. Rules, no, they are already existence, and they are already in existence. In the young Abeba say, you best some rules say, oh, yes, special antino, it was a hijab. Because schools are, you call mission schools, you're going to make a chaplain. Edu oni esi rosary obia bani asi rosary ni bi regardless of who ye Pentecostal ba yan ho no ne ye wo Pensa group omo ye Pentecostal group ye wo charismatic group ye wo Islamic group but say ba say ye wo rosary month ye wo rosary month ne ye no dining hall you have to be there because a school gathering ye ntimi mount na dormitory and as on kotena baby na bibi to waya ide hu ye kwa asori nso e wo se ye ni na ekọ eno nche se by force ye se kona kosum nyankopon by force se asori de obi etimi
obi na se uko Roman asori dem one
but
something like wait something like communion.
Yeah,
communion is not meant for all Catholicism.
Yeah.
They tell you these are
the rules.
They have a name for it. Almost say a world practicing Catholic.
Because before even a Catholic can take a communion, it was so called near your baptism. Now we are international Catholic for no wa ya baptize un call abremo de dano.
We call catechism.
We call catechism no akosua ya passo. Ya ko na ya passo no wakosua the sacrament na de adi na obeka nyina kire no aka oboni na so father ni Israel owia no apostle say sisi ano ohwate until you have graduated into the communion until you obi ana eje oh until no e was say ye nuanom no nso eti ase because me de ye ntimi nka say e was say ye nuan kremofo school na enya Christopher school ene de in papemu na na de ba but se wo ko school mu a emre wo ho no e was say wudi ekire because me won say ye nuanom bi e create a lot of problem out of it and then me one man be oye cremoni ono so buy all can say obi the court say or ko fight how do we call it school no
so or challenge school in court.
Yes, but you see there's no way now who cite Atimotadian is far different from this. Atimotadian no religion.
Atimotadian
no, and
Atimotadian admission without. No, see only it.
Exactly.
No man admission.
No say
this one you will be given. Yes, and this
exactly.
one you will be given
the Rastafari.
But this one you have been given the admission. And yes, school is on you because you are Muslim.
Yes.
I'm not discrimination. This one you have been admitted. They said follow this rules.
Yeah.
Me short example woman say school gathering rosary bi abekona ade no. I don't think say Muslim for the bit time you am born they are prevented.
No, I'm not sure say they prevented. Baby na or no particular student person say hijab
together.
Ebi o person say hijab. But any school bi na be ma ho kwan. Akwa say the rural bank. Who call bank na o search. You better say because you person ehun wanim. Until the moment who school gathering no they want to know who you are. Yeah. Because hijab maybe a bit like I said, so who are we trying to no the hijab nakata so.
And the school can afford
this. Into the mention say, mra, but school no on mra. Into upa na udi echira. My guide no, sa Atimota my guide no. Ono ne ni tiri And let me say, and yes, sir, one can suggest the religion keke. I think so. Essentially, or medical. You do and omudi call court. Omudi agree say because right lawyer ni no crow di asem no. So no no rasta.
Yes, but what is Supreme Court making it clear? Say, won't mean here internal school rules are inconsistent with the constitution.
No, but say it says
the Supreme Court say
but every akwese ha ye ba ha ye that in a moderate issue. Yes. What I say? Me to better now can DMP.
Yes.
That's in back and say no. Sign and I any say.
Yes.
What I say? I am running be no. Into cement me so or frame me say there.
No, that to mean certain rules are inconsistent with Ghana manra.
There be na say when so interest say school every school have their rules. It is NDC have their personal rules.
More simple example. In the NDC yaba say me fi NDC, who fi MPP. Na that just Ashemra say ya ba me kasa na MPP. Inconsistent.
No,
that
but
that is what was happening. That in twin shame say.
And yes,
so let's with the Wesley girls situation almost say the what I have heard so far is that the headmistress says they will not allow the student to fast. Some will fasting.
Yes.
No. And according to the reasoning have been that students especially when you are under age 16 years, 15 years,
yes.
Or when you're 14 years, that age, school is here more fasting because the consequences actions and inactions, no reactions.
Is that the first time the person is fasting?
No, but
these are people who
are
fasting
from your house. It is not.
No, but there are issues because school no problem bar. School never. Okay, say that's okay. Say that's okay. Say Central Region. Wow, there was one student here, Cremoni. Yes, you know, you're fasting the bush yesterday. Emma problem be by Emma.
Agri Memorial.
Exactly. Emma say school no na answer ye.
Yes.
But not almost say a omumra omama na kwan say obitima the fasting.
Yes, Agri Memorial.
So the problem is that sometimes we need to understand some of these things.
But this is something that you can call the parents involved. This is
no. But school rules.
Look, this is something with African parents.
Look, no.
Say this is what we have identified.
And I make sure say cremophone bia and then metie cremoni bia ono ka say parents no FL say yeah they should transfer them to an Islamic school where they can conform with the rules. But cremoni they say
because there are some Muslims who are in Christian schools and you don't even know.
Yeah.
You don't have any issues at all.
But we are kasa.
And I mean, Nasa Kasa also
has gone to court. The woman has gone to court
because we have coexisted for a long time.
I agree. So
yes, I also feel that. And I don't know make a channel. Derek was also a personal video, mama, with the military. Military for make a channel say, maybe our baby do know it is two religions. Force yourself into one. Derek personal video na me monche no. Because you know
yeah,
I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true because the whole thing is.
And the taxpayers' money in the education worker. Or say, when you come here, we entertain two
religions.
So whichever thing you believe in, force yourself into one.
Exactly, either Islamic or Christianity. That's all.
Force yourself into one.
And that is one thing.
Maybe I make you snap. Maybe I was maybe I know. Me frame na na ma konfo gun sani idea.
It is said there aquanic.
But that is not the argument. Omo kan say yensi mosque mo and yensi church mo. Na ya mo kwa no mesi shrine. That is not the argument.
And I'm say obi nso onu gun san. E bi ono on mosque na e bi esi o. On so ehun no kwa kogu eno so e.
That you are so the young community.
No, but I think say we must look into it. But yen no mo so was omo ti ase say. School be on him, said if you be on him, wow, bow, ebia emre bi enti about una obese oba no say me fear obese otena ha e was say by 8 p.m. 9 p.m. wada what I say eno na ban ntimi mbeka say eno no ye nti ase eno aha samra ni bi na wo school mu on What I say? I'm running in the old school. It's different. Say ebia or why o janitary or the medical reporter ba and you say Cincinnati and Kucha. Where religion issues.
Yes.
In old school, I'm seeing I be not church. Because na yen operation bi. Nti na edisen from medically or the by or church no from 4.5 years.
So until sometimes until they should
We should just find a balance.
Balance in the bell, but we shouldn't make it by force because that is why we have mission schools. Say schools in the boy you choose Ukraine. Parents be because I made them boy cremoni in person Islamic school.
But then there is your own.
You want crop or cry or the back of Islamic school are from primary all the way to
now say Wesley guys head mistress no or a Methodist teachers they go on your Methodist teachers and go on. And then let us understand say ya baba be doing pempezo bi and say
yeah.
The mission schools as we speak are the best of schools we can ever have.
Exactly, because there is still a lot of discipline. You find say SDA phone shasumade. Into student do ko bia ya ma won shasumade. Untimi ko kasa won ko ade wo say wo she.
So what you say?
Who school mu SDA ya.
Say bio omo sa ethics no and omo dey from school na be kra be hwe ne me nyaya me dey me ba be ko bia Jones. And I say be amedi baba ko friends omo say black and white. Adisade Anglican school. Yeah. Anglican school.
Now university Valley View University class. See to where they are now crowd.
Yes.
Your uniform say.
Recently there were a Legonche way. Presec UPSA. But vice chancellor now man because if you dress or way
I was all dressing way
no you see you see
one
dress code no
it is because you see an American say this country we are failing to do something and that is what is worrying us. Say right and maybe I'll say who call law school yes it's a black and white. And then Joe go challenging go boom.
Yeah.
Uber say what shall yes say Uber. Trouble you say you would teach Dan cat Rasta for you and you Rasta man do Rasta. Oko law school no yi na. Obey. When year school no won ko.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a judge for nyina wo mo no muti Ghana legal council wo mo mutiti so. Discrimination, you know, in ukwakotro law entrance exam. Ya catch and say, wow right. Wavy.
Positive discrimination.
So
positive discrimination.
A court which is supposed to adhere to your rights. Because ukwakotro exam I sign undertaking say, exam yam ukwakotro. Me try results be a man be a mefanisa. Me nkase me pere marking. Men ka say me person me hu me paper.
Nti o cry atichu nzegu echi di.
We atichu nzegu. Anu no ye.
And how about you
follow? O ma atichu nzegu echi say kokko ntokwa. Anu kura me atitu nga na yenga hwe.
Nti anye.
Tell you what banda issue. Afenyo mo ready. By election banda.
Oh, say badia why not? But I don't think we are going to. No, I'm not sure say. You see that thing I was say or minor team. You're taking your maybe serious. And you can say you do baby say the politics menya to me in person me show be aso. Because the reason why and the Ghana asumdwe wa ha because yete ye ho aso okwan bi so. Na ye bu eniam nso ogunyame bi so. Na hwe say obi a me follow issue no mako court osina wu ni collation center ho ana ye collect result no fine polling stations are also ho no na wu ni pink sheet no according to the lawyer no polling station no ye calculate numbers e wo ho kra mu do 500
No, then it's also wrong.
Over
41
10,000
polling station.
41
The
police stations.
MP said
The votes
that
there
was
were
in strongholds.
Yes.
And the votes are over 10,000.
10,000.
The MP himself.
Fine. Into that thing. Into no. So we see the vote over 10,000. That's a we say who pink sheet. Who pink sheet. Into collation or one who buy and all the call baby. And you've told your people around say, oh my MP no one turn on the ayene juma. You do whatever you can to frustrate him and make sure say o party about power they are about beji to me no.
Propaganda.
No, but those were the things. Now lawyer na nkan.
I will speak.
And I went to lawyer no. That went to lawyer no. Omu wie court no. Iti lawyer ni na nkasa no. Dey na asem no before I be bu asem no. Judge ni be man the judgment no. Na lawyer ni no wa prepare appeal. Iti ebu ya no call appeal. Because no what say. This is in the news. Say you bet turn the judgment no into his favor. Now yeti kroma polling stations are you call home elections na dey ade NDC for pe eno mutimi ka say me na me hu ni pink sheet MPP ni ka say we hu ni pink sheet a yes you ene yan ye wo isi wo ne de nti say isi wo ne de a ya je atum ya je isi de na atum ebi si wo do me kwa benya meboa do me kwa benya tama ye ka say o ma se ballot papers ni bi ene eyi ni isi show o master pink sheet ye kan isi show ni master pink sheet o de ayejuma ena Maguko Junior say no problem ye ntwa so 4 years wa haya nti no ye besan baby mu na ya be kan yen sem pa kire Ghana fo ene do me kwa benya fo no mweti ye no masan koto aba no ablekuma ono bo ku efiri esu owo ni pink sheet NDC ni nesu ono ni pink sheet no hu isi for de no so a oso on jintum ye force ya akoye by election at any decision enye kromani o inti se ati krom sei na se wo se wo de wenya tumi inti tumi a wenya inti no wo de odi bedi nkrofo ani a so chena etene a kan hu ni say the same thing will be down to you because some minority ntimi sorry keke embe kasa ena afenyuma ke nsore keke embe kase oye lawyer ni mapa nti onim de no okan say judge ni no egu ye democracy ni nim ase and this is what we are talking about
Judge, you know, that is where many people ask the question. Because a judge in
or say
democracy in anyone
has been compromised
on read grounds. Because a decision have been given, and the same day I made a decision, you know, your friends are not NDC for him about the decision. Even Ansana, already the ruling now. And also our decision. So then I know the judgment to the buyer. It is another year no there because we have seen this thing one too many times. In fact, the day Afenyo Market filed a proceedings in the Supreme Court on Friday, the same day a ruling was the track case and also Emma ruling Emma decision ruling by the same day. So it is not
but that nobody knew the outcome of that decision.
The decision there when.
Afenyo there nobody knew the outcome of that decision because na Afenyo nka say me ko na court no ebedi ama
that was even an expert
no
application
the court no say no omo person omo didi na me believe say enyemra nka court no nka say ade we dey emra
na the same court na here no
what I say but where I hear can that's it even judge no ontimi ma reason porting a ogina so afenyo kan so tie lawyer ni na Mr Matthew Bandai MP no ono nso ne lawyer ni ne kasa no o say even reason for the final judgment lawyer ni no judge no kan no ontimi mfa judgment reasoning in my what I say ontimi mfa my na na judge ni ontimi rule na ontimi ma reasons because reason ni edibe gina so they are appealing what I say
normally the reasoning of the court usually comes after the decision
and I make sure say
and never practice
you see that thing. Yes, today the NDC will be happy on it. What I say, but it also doesn't mean say why who could win an election. But the precedent we are setting is what I'm talking against or speaking against because otenano say table ne tenia you between the sadi ni need you be and this is the main reason why I can say our judiciary must stand independent. Inti ye shasi ni ye ka say oh na judiciary no ye ba ye best no ye unanimous FC sisi akra de enye unanimous o sisi ano ye force FC by force say ni ye pe what I say inti me eya na me bisa ye judiciary ne say ye say ni ye pe no say ye be politicize judicial system no to the extent say emre no so na sa ban foforo ba o control bia internet say wo na wo ne meti ya no otena no you may not have justice and then you have it but you may not have justice tomorrow because at the end of the day no wo no de wo kan no they say ekoba won ti weni age yes if say court no ultimate reason why wo say o pension tu ni bi but ECD no so mfa nye adwuma I mean that him fan your cancer assembly a year close to a year after election
and that's it
that thing me ya cancer one na kwa no why mama hwe police station be ya to aba be ya quality aba a college center they are all creatures of what law Ninano are regulated by what law. Now 2024 elections no law and regulatory CI 127 section 43 we read it from regulation A up to regulation G. It tells you about how to collate the results. And you know yet to have been here no you about presidential no no say president Mahama ewini Alhaji Bawumia ewo police station ewo constituency so when you be your rational biana it gives you an inkling and say hey and this vote may win seat no
oh how
I'm saying say on the face value you can deduce
assume
now make you can deduce say
no but near new chroma
but is that not a fact
you can deduce yes. But it cannot be on
it's never a fact
you can deduce
I mean there are police stations that Mahama have won Mahama have won the MP there are police stations Bawumia won
I know. I said the argument I'm making.
So no, but you don't have to get there.
Also, you can assume
that I'm a president.
No, so it's not a matter of fact.
Yes. Let me say, that I'm a president. The producer, you're a president. Now you're quite elections. The man who say, baby, I no. New president that take lead, and then we win here. It's presupposed to say, and they must make me win. And the MP before who say, yes, I'm going to start the Basa.
How?
Police station, collation center.
What facts are you speaking?
Yeah, for elections now. Regional Security Council.
But what are you talking about? No. I don't know. No. That's it.
It is the reason why.
No, but you cannot lie on issues like this.
No, it is the reason why that question would on any day be asked. That the moment you bring in the AC or Domkwabenya, the AC or Hana, on that day.
Security be just
so if say Satan mining boy
into the people then when I make sure said that into make sure said the people then Domkwabenya it took Michael Kwe and the rest of the people.
So say John of faith.
Yes, and make us say a boy yeah. Anka mu penso, mu pen mu ne de be say mo say.
Exactly. No, but Uka say MP before the basa and make us say basa yeah ba ha no. Ko bisa MP before one now. Omo boya omo chairman.
Mo say the basa ne ba ye. Munchie this yes we speak. Yeah munchie this ni ba kumpo pandai wo. I tell say yeah the basa.
Njan pipi ni be ni a che no.
Nyabote. Oh. That section monsa. Mo ye hwe ha ye me tax e be disrupt elections no. Now before but we move coalition center from one point to other is by only two means. Either by a court order or you state in writing and inform the candidates. For the say because of who ye any basa ya back coalition center and you know you move akwa you inform the candidates in what? In writing. Yisi for no anyesa. Omo nyam before kese kukuwa mu. Omo move coalition center to Tamale.
That is not also a fact.
But we don't know where they went to collect the results.
But you are now saying you are saying Omo nyam before was say.
Na ya kukuwa mu.
Wusu kura wusu ka say.
Law say CI 127. I said before we move coalition center, no.
Yes.
The candidate involved must be informed in writing. Did they do that? It came up in court. Or you go for a court order for the court to instruct to say because of Besabasani you move it. The other Tesano, if you see about Tesano, it was on the basis of what? A court order.
It's not true.
And to me,
it's never true.
Master.
Oh, now they don't look at me a coalition now to me. I was a coalition room. All was part. All was not consensus.
I've mentioned
no court order.
Master, keep quiet.
Let me
argument then we.
Now we can't try.
Just keep quiet.
Who best me expose you on trouble?
Let me expose you.
But you cannot sit and be lying.
We can move the coalition center on the basis of two reasons.
Per the CI.
You be say easy no court to say oh yes now see there be me can TV so. The law does not know say who it doesn't give you the opportunity to say go and stand on television and now say I'm moving a coalition center. No. Law say inform them in writing. Or go for a court order. Or yes some can check collect resource. This is for some money resource until you use MP before scan copies. Hey, assembly yeke. 41 police station yakwa court no. Ya kira mo say the quality we ha no any pen e wo no. E inconsistent with what transpired at the polling stations. And the vote involved now say na 500. And na draw. The vote involved in the 41 police stations, which I was saying do 500.
The difference, no, I said difference was 500.
What is the difference? What difference is 500? Massa. And over 10,000 votes now involved. Mama went to crack here.
You don't even have wow pink sheet.
Yeah, but tell me see a records are near one. The tablet here no na result of the declaration no inconsistent. And we proved that before the judge. Sir, at the end of my year, no, and your proper resource. No, we had the figures don't use like massage figures, and the court agreed with us. You prove you our court war. And the court no money will be now. Now, judge, say because of election, I tainted, I compromised into we should go and have what a rerun of the entire what constituency. No make a intia. I feel Mark is saying. Court the kangaroo courts. The judge was compromised.
And
that
Buffalo
because the court no name this for can say you be ruling in your favor. On what basis then before they appeal on bottom coin? If they didn't know the decision beforehand.
No, we had it.
Then we also had it. When we hypocrisy no. What you had it by here there.
Now you want to go kind.
Now you want to go kind. I didn't know what they.
What I'm going
you are told G3 this morning.
I'm not G3.
So
I'm telling you the truth.
So that is why you are here. You are capable of responding. I kept quiet.
But I'm.
So just keep quiet.
That's how make us okay.
The two of
what is it?
The two of
me about
the two of you. Who the assembly court na wo bo nkuru court a. Who ko bo nkuru nya court a. who close who case you as a lawyer.
Yes.
You can determine 90%.
Say but all catch you say because here you need judge na ka you kululu say because that is what they were doing. You were Attorney General Ghana ha no fix matches. And this no almost no. This every be catch say she for myself trashro e bia ni bibi wo so be bo apempem. You were crom ha after your mark is not because she should be the last person to talk. To describe the court in a manner describing them. You were crom ha now for your markings. Echo Supreme Court 12 noon on a Friday. Okoyenu within 1 hour. Otumi file case at the Supreme Court registry. Emma court the man here in the same day. It been see that before the court Supreme Court obenya on Friday no. Now for 5 years running Supreme Court went on Friday that. And so after marking got them on a Friday. Almost 75 judges. Omunya Araba Esaba Tokono. Emma Empane 5 judges to sit on the case. 2 p.m. no decision aba. Omo decision na kwa against NDC for. That time na ya kangaroo court. That time na ya kangaroo court now you see, for me I can understand them because almost suffer defeat a more do enti no abom henya nanka rerun ye first time rerun ye kwenye
first mama
enti afeye no markets no say entemi na wan the level of indiscipline is becoming too much and he needs to be tamed pia onko no ngo to ka no ja o ECG no Maslog sika na okaji ye na ka no onko tia odi afutu focus a wo no
okaji so ntwa
Maslog kan wetia wo Maslog bosa na wetia
na me so akaji so ntwa ya
na me bisa wetia na so wetia dia
na me bisa say so you should get your fast right at
na me say wetia onko tia ECG majority da no need to okaji am say share mismanagement ene katutwi de omo dia ti ECG
asama what say
no hu mismanagement na de omo je ECG no dream ho ojina bonti na to ayampia indiscipline and then mama file case against him contempt case or parliament no then discipline is becoming one too many
1 minute for
Kroma ye probi o indiscipline is in the womb of the NDC say afenyo torment mo you should find a way to you see the whole issue they say obetena na beka say MPP for eco filing issue and I judge yeni CJ
na mama bo face
CJ asem na
Attorney General to me friend
yo yate the same CJ no ena etimi ema ene jakpa ene yi omu case no ye kan wie
CJ ben
what I say eko Supreme Court now you see Attorney General look you see you come and sit here and make allegations that are not true
tape no anti ana
into opa say Attorney General no you need to for no court no you see the amateur on say oh there is no amount of intimidation the NDC can bring the MPP.
Master be intimidating.
You see? But you see, any problem. You've suffered defeat a chance.
Yeah.
So what say afenyo or the ladyekuobi ekwaji loan. Ewo Maslog. That's what you are. Intend ye kofa said na mtema ko ntia saa mu 60-40 no mo famra na mo betua ye ba na ye tia me enka no ma
ECG